All right. So once again, the pictures, the photos with friends. And Lubov, you will think that these people, they are spending some time in the country, yeah, or maybe camping. Good one. Ksenia, how about this, ladies? What are they doing?
They do gardening.
But it is happening right now.
Doing gardening.
They are doing
Yes.
gardening. I guess so, maybe, yeah, right. And chatting also. Yes, they are also chatting. Good. Yelena, how about these friends? What are they doing?
Что это вообще? It's not restaurant, it's я не знаю, что такое. Restaurant?
It might be a shop, restaurant, okay.
Shop. She spent time at restaurant, I don't know.
Do you think it can be any exhibition? Exhibition? What is exhibition? Выставка. Can it be any exhibition?
Лекарств.
Да, аптека какая-то.
Okay, right. That is interesting. Yeah, maybe it's an opening of some shop. Yes. Right.
Yes.
Cool. Любовь, how about these friends? What are they doing?
They are camping, I think, and they drinking tea together and eating something.
Right. So they're camping or having a picnic, whatever, right? Okay, good. Ksenia, how about the last one? What are they doing?
They are rolling.
They're skating.
Skating?
Or roller skating. Yes, if you want.
Roller skating.
Right. They're roller skating together in the city, right? Okay, and if you look at these photos, ladies, which activities with your friends do you like best of all? Maybe some other activities. So how much time do you spend with your friends and what do you often do with them? So Ksenia, what about you?
What I see, I think it's picture one. One and all which contain with camping.
Okay.
And maybe visited exhibition. And that's all.
Okay, fine. And how often do you see your friends? How much time do you spend with your friends?
Once a week, maybe. And with best friend once a month.
Yes, it usually happens like that. I agree. Good. Любовь, how about you? How much time do you spend with your friends and what do you do?
I like spend my time now with my friends in the country. In the country. Maybe once a month we have this possibility.
Yes, right. Do you usually make a barbecue party or something?
Yes, we like walk in the park.
You like?
We like
and then
walking in the park or visited a country house.
That's good. Yelena, how about you? How often do you spend time? How much time do you spend with your friends?
I see my friends every week at weekend. We went.
In the past usually.
Ходим, да? We go to restaurant, go for a walk, at forest or in summer near river and at Господи, зима-то как?
In winter?
In winter go ski. Skiing?
Yeah, wow, that's great. So quite active. Yes, you're quite active in winter.
Yes.
Ladies, and I would like to ask you, why do you think friends are important? What's your idea? Why do you think friends are important?
Friends are important because it's your energy and support, and it's really близкий, не near, really close people after your family. And maybe you didn't talk about all your life, your family, but your friends, you did it.
Yeah, you can do it.
You can do it, yes.
Cool. Yelena, and what do you think? Why friends are important?
Because all time we spend at work or at home. And I agree with Ksenia. We tell about our life, our family, and sometimes I need to speak with my friends to ask some idea, some recipe about my life, to speak about her life, his life.
Wonderful, that's a good idea. I agree with you. Любовь, and you, what do you think? Why are friends important?
When we pass time with friends, we can relaxing, I think.
Yeah, it's a little different, yes, than with the family. Very nice. So, ladies, and now we are going to listen to 3 people talking about their friends, okay? We will listen and answer the questions. First, I'm going to show you all questions. There are going to be 6 of them, all right? Could you please first read the questions and make sure you understand the questions, okay? All right. So, ladies, do you understand all 6 questions?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Now let's listen and try to answer these questions. Let's go.
Unit 9. Recording 1.
Today we're talking about close friends. How did you meet them and why are they important? Fran, Nick and Lewis are here to share their stories. Fran, let's start with you. Tell us about your closest friend. How long have you known him or her?
Well, her name's Karen, and we've known each other since we were at school. I didn't like her at first, but one day we sat together in class, and we quickly became close friends.
That's great. Do you still see each other a lot?
We do. We live quite near each other, so we meet up maybe 2 or 3 times a week for coffee, and we text a lot too. We're always on our phones.
And do you always get on?
Well, we're quite different people, so we disagree with each other about quite a few things. Actually, we argue quite a bit.
So why are you friends then?
Well, that's a good question. When I've had a bad day, she'll always listen to me and make me smile. She's very funny, and for me that's really important. Karen's not my only friend, of course, but she's my oldest and closest friend. She knows me better than anyone else.
Okay, great. So we've got someone who listens, who's funny, and who she's known for a long time. All important stuff, I'd say. Next up, we've got Nick. Hi, Nick. What about you?
Actually, I have a whole group of close friends that I've known since I was at college. We used to meet up because we had similar interests, like sports. I've known Hannah the longest. She had an old car, so the 5 of us used to get in that at the weekends, drive to the beach and go surfing.
And do you still do things like that today?
No, we haven't done that for a long time. We live in different places now, and we all have families too. We still keep in touch, but we don't meet up very often. I suppose we get together about 3 or 4 times a year at one of our houses for a meal or something. But even if we don't see each other for months, nothing changes. I've made friends with lots of people over the years, but I think old friends are the best.
Yes, that's often true. What do you think, Lewis? Does oldest mean best?
Actually, I've only known Justin for about 2 years. We met at work and we got on really well from the start. We started going to football matches together because we both support the same team, Tottenham, and now we even live together.
Really?
Yeah, when my old flatmate moved to another city, Justin moved in. We've lived together for about 9 months now, and no problems so far, apart from Tottenham not winning.
So you live and work together. Is that a good thing?
Well, except for football, we actually have very different interests, so we don't see each other all the time. I go out cycling a lot, Justin prefers to stay in, but I think we're good friends because he's really relaxed like me. We never argue with each other. In fact, we haven't argued once since we met.
Mhm. Okay. Let's compare. Yeah, right. Okay. So, Любовь, how about the first one? Could you read the question and what did you get here?
Where did Fran meet Karen? Fran meet Karen at
Oh, in the
school.
past, yeah. Friend
Met Karen at school.
at school. That's good. All right. Ksenia, how about the second one?
Where is Karen a good friend to her? Friend listens a good friend when she about
When she?
have but
A bad mood, yeah,
A
or
bad
a bad
mood.
day, yeah,
a bad day, yes, and she's funny, and she's oldest friend.
Right, very good. Okay, she always listens, she's funny, and she's the oldest and closest friend. Very good. Agree. Yelen, what about 3?
How do Nick and his friends know each other? She
is Nick.
Нет, they учились, как это будет? Learn? Нет.
Studied?
Studied and college together.
All right. Yeah, but actually they have similar interests. I think college was someone different, no? Okay, we will check it, yes?
Okay.
Right, we will check it out. Fine. Любовь, what about 4th?
I don't remember. They go to the beach. They surfing. Do surfing.
Okay.
Together.
Right, let's see. They have a meal actually, right?
No, I agree with Любовь.
Yes, okay. We will also check it, no problem. Ksenia, how about the next?
What's the name of Louis' friend? It's
Mhm.
Justin.
It's Justin, right? Yelena, and what about the last?
What interest do they both have? They live together.
They live together, right? And they like the same football team also, right? Yes, he mentioned it. Okay, let's look at Nick. Yes, how does he know his friends and what do they do when they're together? Okay, we will check it out. Where is Nick? Hold on a second.
Hi, Nick. What about you?
Actually, I have a whole group of close friends that I've known since I was at college. We used to meet up because we had similar interests, like...
So college was actually correct, yes, but why did they become friends? Because they have the same interests, like sports, yeah? Okay, so it was correct, but a little more information about sport, about interest.
Sports. I've known Hannah the longest. She had an old car, so the 5 of us used to get in that at the weekends, drive to the beach and go surfing.
Okay, so ladies, tell me please, is this information about present or about past?
Past.
Past, and our question is about?
What do they do? Вот что они делают.
So it's not about past. And this information is about past. Let's go on.
And do you still do things like that today?
No, we haven't done that for a long time. We live in different places now, and we all have families too. We still keep in touch, but we don't meet up very often. I suppose we get together about 3 or 4 times a year at one of our houses for a meal or something.
So what do they do now these days?
Have a meal.
Have a meal, right? Yes, not very often, but have a meal. Okay, good, ladies. So yeah, it was not in the past, right? We need the answer about present. Very nice, very nice. Okay, let's move on. And I've got here some sentences taken from their conversations. But what we need here is to complete the sentences with the words in the box. First, I'd like you to look at the words and think which words do you know, which words are new. Okay, so a minute for you to look at and think. Okay, so what's new?
I'm not sure about keep in touch.
Okay, let's do one by one. Yeah, first of all, argue. Yes, argue. Does anyone know what argue is? Can anyone help?
We speak about argue. I забыла.
You forgot. Okay, argue. For example, I think I don't know. Sorry, Любовь?
Сердиться, нет?
Ругаться. Да, ругаться. Argue. Ругаться. Argue. Let's say it all together. Argue. Argue. Very good. Ругаться. What part of speech is it?
Глагол, verb.
Verb. Yeah, it's a verb. Okay, very good. Or just V. I can write just V. Good. What's next that is new?
Текст это писать, наверное, да?
Yes, it's also a verb here. Very good. So it's a verb. Text each other. We usually text each other. That means we use mobile phone messengers, right? And write the messages to each other. Good. What else? If it is a close friend, do you tell your... Yes, that's a close friend. Very good. Okay, let's go on.
Disagree, не соглашаться.
And what's the opposite? What's the opposite?
Agree.
Agree. So this is a negative prefix. Okay. How about next one, ladies? Got on. First of all, is it present or past form?
Past.
Past.
But we need present. It is get on. Yeah. And get on. Any ideas what it is?
Ну, это выходить, может быть, выпускаться.
Это вот тот случай этих фразовых глаголов, да, когда предлог меняет все. Get on means to have good relationship. Ладить. Ладить.
Ну, подождите, у нас было get in, get on, get off. Это же ведь?
Это же оно, только здесь его другое значение.
Ну, звучит одинаково, да?
Абсолютно, абсолютно. Все так же. Только здесь у нас его еще одно значение.
Ну, дружить.
Ладить. Yeah? Не обязательно дружить, именно ладить. Have good relationship. Okay. Right. How about the next one is also interesting. Keep in touch. Does anyone know?
Это как встречаться, часто видеться, что-то такое, взаимодействовать.
Близко.
Друг с другом.
Связь.
Да, поддерживать связь, да.
Поддерживать связь. Keep in touch. How can you keep in touch? You can, I don't know, write messages or text, phone, yes, each other, make video calls and so on, right? Keep in touch. All right. Good. The next one, can you look, please? Again, is it present or past form?
Past.
Past. The present form is
Make
friends. How do you say it in Russian?
Дружить.
Make friends. Дружить или заводить друзей, да? Подружиться. Good. What about meet up?
Подождите, то есть made friends не существует такого слова, да? Дружиться ведь нет? Это всегда в прошедшем будет.
Нет, не обязательно. I want to make new friends. Хочу завести новых друзей. Да, то есть не прошедшее будет. То есть не обязательно, Елена, но, наверное, чаще всего. Right? Okay. How about meet up?
Встречаться.
It's quite the same, yes, as to meet. Meet up or meet? Right. Meet up. Old friends, it's clear. And see, that means here...
Видеться.
Да, именно видеться, не просто видеть, а видеться meaning to meet your friends, right? Okay. And we often say we see each other. Да, мы видимся друг с другом. We see each other, right? It's more common. See each other. Okay. Good. Now, ladies, I will ask you to work individually. And could you please complete these sentences with the words given in the box? In your copybooks or in your book, write number 1, what is the word? Number 2, what do you write?
А как переводится still? Я забыла.
Елена, in what sentences you
Five.
remember?
Five.
Все еще.
Все еще.
Okay, do you need a moment more? No, you're ready. Okay, now we are not going to compare now all together. We will do it in a moment. First, I will ask you to listen to their conversations and check your answers. All right, so please listen and check. Ready?
Unit 9. Recording 1.
Today we're talking about close friends. How did you meet them and why are they important? Fran, Nick and Lewis are here to share their stories. Fran, let's start with you. Tell us about your closest friend. How long have you known him or her?
Well, her name's Karen, and we've known each other since we were at school. I didn't like her at first, but one day we sat together in class, and we quickly became close friends.
That's great. Do you still see each other a lot?
We do. We live quite near each other, so we meet up maybe 2 or 3 times a week for coffee, and we text a lot too. We're always on our phones.
And do you always get on?
Well, we're quite different people, so we disagree with each other about quite a few things. Actually, we argue quite a bit.
So why are you friends then?
Well, that's a good question. When I've had a bad day, she'll always listen to me and make me smile. She's very funny, and for me that's really important. Karen's not my only friend, of course, but she's my oldest and closest friend. She knows me better than anyone else.
Okay, great. So we've got someone who listens, who's funny, and who she's known for a long time. All important stuff, I'd say. Next up, we've got Nick. Hi, Nick. What about you?
Actually, I have a whole group of close friends that I've known since I was at college. We used to meet up because we had similar interests, like sports. I've known Hannah the longest. She had an old car, so the 5 of us used to get in that at the weekends, drive to the beach and go surfing.
And do you still do things like that today?
No, we haven't done that for a long time. We live in different places now, and we all have families too. We still keep in touch, but we don't meet up very often. I suppose we get together about 3 or 4 times a year at one of our houses for a meal or something. But even if we don't see each other for months, nothing changes. I've made friends with lots of people over the years, but I think old friends are the best.
Yes, that's often true. What do you think, Lewis? Does oldest mean best?
Actually, I've only known Justin for about 2 years. We met at work and we got on really well from the start. We started going to football matches together because we both support the same team, Tottenham, and now we even live together.
Really?
Yeah, when my old flatmate moved to another city, Justin moved in. We've lived together for about 9 months now, and no problems so far, apart from Tottenham not winning.
So you live and work together. Is that a good thing?
Well, except for football, we actually have very different interests, so we don't see each other all the time. I go out cycling a lot, Justin prefers to stay in, but I think we're good friends because he's really relaxed like me. We never argue with each other. In fact, we haven't argued once since we met.
Okay, ladies, now let's compare all together very quickly and see if you got everything right, yes? Okay, we're not going to read the sentences, we will only say what words are missing, okay? So number 1,
Friends.
Close friends.
close friends, okay. Good, number 2,
Meet up.
meet up, very good, okay? Number 3,
Text.
text, good. Number 4,
Disagree.
Disagree.
disagree, and with, with each other. Oops. Okay, number 5,
In
In
touch.
touch.
keep in touch. Okay, cool. What's next?
See.
Meet.
Meet.
See.
Или meet.
We had meet up.
See.
Here it is C.
See.
Right. And 7?
Good on.
Old friends во второе, первое не знаю.
Good on.
Sorry, number 7. Once again, what is the first gap?
Good on.
What on?
Old
Then
friends.
I think
Old
old
friends.
friends.
Old friends.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. And number 8?
Made friends.
Eight friends.
8 friends. And 9?
Argue.
Right. Well done. Well done. Okay. Did you get everything right, ladies?
Yes.
Ksenia, yes. Yelena, you had some difficulties, right? With some places. Любовь, and you?
After listening, it was good.
Right. After listening, it was good. Great. Let's practice them a little more, okay? If you look here on the right, we've got some questions. What we need to do is complete the questions with these phrases, okay? The first is done for us. How often do you meet up with your friends? What do you like doing together? Let's do number 2 together. Do you think it's better to have a few or lots of friends that you don't know very well? So we need the opposite of lots of friends that you don't know very well. What's the opposite here?
Close friends.
Close friends. Very good. Okay, right. Now, ladies, I will ask you to work individually and complete these questions, please. Mm-hmm. Okay, can we check? Yes. Yelena, number 3, could you please read?
Do you think it's okay to disagree your friend's opinion? How often do you agree with your friends?
Argue with your friends, yeah?
Argue.
Good. Yelena, have a look. Disagree, and what comes after disagree? Соглашаться.
With.
With.
Disagree with.
Yes, that's right. Disagree with your partner's opinion. Good. Ksenia, 4.
Do you meet up people much, or do you prefer to speak on the phone?
Do you meet?
Do you see?
No. See.
Have a look. You need the opposite of speak on the phone. What else can you do on the phone?
See.
No, on the phone.
Или
Text.
Text.
Text sounds better. Good. Любовь, how about 5?
How do you keep in touch with friends who live far away from you?
Keep in touch. Right? Okay, this is wonderful. Yelena, and the last for you?
How many old friends from your childhood do you still meet up with? Are any of them close friends?
Right. Okay. Ladies, do you agree with everything?
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, now we are going to work together in pairs and we will ask and answer these questions about friends. Ksenia, could you please stay here and work with me in the pair? Елена, Любовь, you will be working together in a breakout room. I will show the questions for you, right? Ksenia, you stay here, please. Okay, so the questions are here done. Right. So, Ksenia, how about the first? How often do you meet up with your friends, and what do you like doing together?
I meet up with my friends once a week, and we usually play board games or go for a walk. And I go to my friends on local.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Right, now you ask me the same one, please.
Margarita, how often do you meet up with your friends, and what do you like doing together?
All right. I sometimes meet my friends once a week. Sometimes I meet up with my friends twice a week. And we like going to cafes and restaurants. Sometimes we visit each other at home.
Okay.
And do you think it's better to have a few close friends or lots of friends that you don't know very well?
Now I think that it's better to have a few close friends because I don't have enough time to meet up with many people, with many friends, and close friends know me better.
Right.
And do you think it's better to have a few close friends or lots of friends that you don't know very well?
Well, I agree with you. It's better to have a few close friends because you can trust them, you can talk about your life with close friends. And of course, I also don't have much time to meet many friends. Yeah. Good. And do you think it's okay to disagree with your friends' opinions? And how often do you argue with your friends?
Actually, I think it's okay to disagree with my friends, and I really often argue with friends because it's people who definitely I can argue without any problem. It's discuss, it's not argue.
It's not argument тогда, да,
It's,
существительное?
it's not argument.
Good.
And do you think it's okay to disagree with your friends' opinions? How often do you argue with your friends?
It's absolutely okay to disagree with your friend's opinion. And I often disagree with my friends' opinions, but we never argue. Yes, we sometimes discuss, but we never argue because it's no problem when we have different opinions.
Yes.
Okay. And do you text people much, or do you prefer to speak on the phone?
Or I prefer text people much because in 21st century Fox, it's more. It's better to text people. Actually, people hate when you phone him.
Phone.
Phone phone them. Yes.
Right, absolutely right. Yes, because people are often busy, yes. But if you text people, they can read and answer. Right.
It was your answer.
Yes. So I quite agree with you. I text people more than I phone them. But sometimes I phone my friends and we talk on the phone if we have time. Yeah. Right. And how do you keep in touch with friends who live far away from you?
I often text on social media. They and that's all. It's really useful
way. Yeah, way.
Yes, it's very useful way for all day.
Good, good.
And you, how do you keep in touch with friends who live far away from you?
Right. We also text each other. We sometimes phone each other. And with my close friends, we also make video calls from time to time, especially when I'm in Germany. We make phone calls, and sometimes we have a little wine parties in Zoom.
Oh, it's sounds great.
Yes, it is wonderful, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Right, what about next one? How many old friends from your childhood do you still meet up with? And are any of them close friends?
Oh, it's so interesting questions. I have two friends from my childhood. One of these I still keep in touch. It's my close friends. It's my oldest friends, and one of these I text sometimes, and I know that when I приезжать,
You come?
Come to my my local city,
hometown.
My hometown. I know that she meet me, and I know that we may talk about for many times if we didn't for 5 years.
Yes.
That before, yes.
Before.
Yes. And how many old friends from your childhood do you still meet up with, and are any of them close friends?
Well, it's really an interesting question. And now I understand that I don't have any friends from my childhood. I only have friends from my university time, but not from my childhood. But the friends from my childhood, we follow each other on Instagram. Sometimes we write comments, and if we meet up in a street, we have a little, talk and chat, right? But we do not meet up especially. Right. Okay, cool. Senya, thank you very much for interesting answers. I invite ladies back and we'll discuss what results do they have. Okay, I think they're still, all right. Yes, Любовь, Елена, okay, ladies are back. Good. Okay. Nice. Ladies, I'm sure there was something interesting you talked about. I will tell you an interesting fact about Ksenia. So, as for me, I don't have any friends from my childhood, but Ksenia told me that she has a friend from her two friends from her childhood. One is a very close friend, and the other friend is a friend who she sees when she visits her hometown. And I believe it's so great to have friends from the childhood, right? Ksenia, what will you tell ladies about about me, maybe any fact?
Margarita keep in touch with keeps in touch with her friends who live far away, and sometimes they do Zoom For wine drink.
Yeah, for wine party.
For wine party, it sounds great, I think.
Yes, it's a great fun. Exactly. All right. Thank you very much. Yelena, how about Любовь? What was interesting there?
Любовь has one old friend.
Mhm.
They lives in St. Petersburg. She arrived from St. Petersburg from 5 years.
Mhm.
And one time, Любовь went to St. Petersburg. Как сказать, в течение, during 5 years.
Ага.
И все.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Good. Thank you, Любовь. And what will you tell us about Yelena?
Елена often argue with your
Argue or
friends.
argues?
With your friends, but it's not for a long time after they go to the restaurant.
Yeah. All right. All right. So, and there they have no problems. Yes.
Yes.
Right, very nice fact. Good. So, ladies, thank you very much. And we spoke about old friends and new friends and so on, right? And how long do we know our friends? I'm going to write you a sentence about me, which is absolutely true. I've got a very close friend. Her name is Aida, and we met when we were at university. All right, so that means I've known my friend Aida since we were at university. Okay, let's look at this sentence, please, right? Tell me, please, when did we meet?
When? At university.
At university. Do I still know my friend?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, of course. Okay, so that means it started in the past, right?
Yes.
At university, and it is still true now.
Yes.
And when it happens like that, what form of the verb do I use? Can you have a look here?
I've
Этот
perfect какой-то.
perfect.
Это он. Кто это?
Past perfect.
No, it's not past.
Present. Present perfect, конечно. I have been, I have known.
That's right. So we use present perfect when something started in the past and it is still true. And can you tell me, please, how do we form present perfect sentence?
I,
Have, третья форма, verb 3.
Plus verb 3. Verb 3. Is it always have?
Has.
Has. She has.
Or he, she, it, yes? But the verb also is in the third form. What about negative? How do I make it negative?
Haven't, it hasn't.
Haven't and hasn't. Okay, very good. And here is also important word that we use in these sentences. Have a look. What about this word, since? How do you say it in Russian?
С какого-то времени.
С какого-то времени. But I can also say it in a different way. I've known my friend Aida for how long? For about, I don't know exactly, for about 15 years. And it's also the same idea, right? But I use another word here. I'm using a different word. Hold on a second. Check out, here is a word for, which means?
В течение.
В течение или на протяжении. да, какого-то времени. And this is also a sign of present perfect. Если вы видите эти два каких-то слова, то это точно будет present perfect. Они нам показывают, что что-то началось в прошлом, но и до сих пор оно для нас правда. Yeah? Right. So if we imagine this is a timeline, we are now here. Yeah, this is now. This is my university time. Да? Вот тут вот мы познакомились. Yay? So we met here. And we still know each other. Если с этого момента, то я говорю какое слово? Since. Since. Вот с этой точки, с этого момента. А если я вам хочу рассказать про вот этот весь промежуток, то я вам буду использовать слово for. Yeah? Right. Let's try?
Yes.
Yes. Right. So present perfect is not the favorite one, right, Елена?
No, I know it, but some еще есть несколько слов типа yet, еще вот они
Мы на
вот
них
все
тоже
время.
посмотрим.
Да.
У них немножко другое значение. Да?
Ну, еще.
Вот конкретно в эти два случая, они у нас используются, когда что-то с прошлого и до сих пор. А вот эти слова, которые вы сейчас говорите, да, у них чуть-чуть другое значение. Да, и мы на них тоже посмотрим. Но значение немножко будет вот этого самого времени, да, оно будет отличаться. Вот в данном случае это что-то у нас началось в прошлом, и до сих пор это для нас правда. Да? Окей. Let's give it a try. We will first look at the rule, yeah, that is given in our book. And what we need is we will choose which word is correct, yeah. For example, continue, don't continue. Okay. Ksenia, can I ask you to start the rule? Could you please read it for us? We use
present perfect, have, has plus past
participle. Past participle is verb 3.
Participle to talk about things that started in the past and continue now.
And continue now. So they started in the past and they continue now. Okay, Ksenia, examples, please.
How long have we known her?
Okay,
we've known each other since we were at school. And we've lived together for about 9 months.
Okay, right, very good. Любовь, let's look at the next part.
Use for with the present perfect to talk about a period of time.
Not when it started, but a period of time.
Yes, a period of time.
Любовь, and examples?
I've only known Justin for about 2 years. I haven't done that for a long time.
Perfect, brilliant. Елена, and next part?
Use since with the present perfect to talk about when an action started.
Yes, this point, yeah. Good, Елена, and examples?
I have a while group. While?
I have a whole.
Whole.
So,
I have a whole group of close friends that I've known since I was at college.
Good, and?
We haven't argued once since we met.
Since we past. Met. Yes. Okay. So since shows the point in the past, right? С каких-то пор. Okay, good. So, and let's try, first of all, these two forms, since and for, and let's decide which is correct. Yes, which is where. Okay. 2012, since 2012. Okay. Ksenia, what's next?
For a few minutes.
For a few minutes. Любовь, next.
For a long time.
Good. Елена.
Since April, maybe for April.
Since April. Since April. С апреля.
М.
Мгм.
Ну, в течение апреля тоже, наверное, можно сказать, нет?
Тогда вы до сих пор в апреле должны находиться.
Хорошо.
Окей, потому что это до сих
Да.
пор должно быть. Окей.
Мгм.
Ксения, years.
4 years.
4 years. Любовь.
Since Monday.
Good. Елена.
For over 20 years.
Good. Ксения.
Since the 22nd.
22nd. Right. Okay. Любовь.
Since 10 o'clock.
And Елена.
For 3 months.
For 3 months. Well done. That was easy for you. Okay. Let's look a bit at pronunciation, ladies. And here we will see the examples that are with the word for. Okay. I'd like you to listen and check, how do we pronounce it? Is it stressed? Is it linked with other words or not? Yeah. And is it stressed or not? Okay. Are you ready? Let's go.
Unit 9. Recording 2. 1.
She's lived here for years.
2.
We've been here for hours.
3.
He's worked at this school for 18 years.
4.
I haven't seen her for a long time.
5.
We've been friends for a few years now.
So what do you think? Is it stressed?
No.
No.
No, it's not stressed. Is it linked with other words?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, it's short.
It's short, but do you link it with the next word? Do you say 4 years or 4 years?
Yes.
4 years.
Yes.
Да, по идее мы должны его соединить со следующим словом. Да? For a few years, например. For a. Yeah? So you link it together. For a long time. Yeah? Они должны соединиться. Okay. Или тут for hours. Yeah? For 18 years.
Да даже не слышно там for. Я вообще только одну F слышу. For 18. Вообще.
Да, так и есть, Елена. Именно потому, что это слово, оно без ударения, да, и потому что оно прицепляется к следующему. А следующее слово, оно как раз-таки под ударением. Именно из-за этого ощущение складывается, что for, оно какое-то такое смазанное немножечко, да? Окей. Что важно здесь? Из-за того, что часто слова начинаются потом на гласную букву, ну вот, например, number 4, а в этих случаях мы р довольно-таки произносим, чтобы соединить, иначе никак не соединить. Давайте попробуем. For a long time. For a.
For a long time.
For a long time. Отлично. For a few years.
For a few years.
For a few years.
Very nice. Very beautiful. Okay. Now let's listen and repeat these sentences. Could you mute yourselves, please? Okay, let's go.
Unit 9. Recording 2. 1.
She's lived here for years.
2.
We've been here for hours.
3.
He's worked at this school for 18 years.
4.
I haven't seen her for a long time.
5.
We've been friends for a few years now.
Turn on your microphones. Now we listen and repeat, but only one person repeats. Let's try again.
Unit 9. Recording 2. 1.
She's lived here for
You
years.
both?
She's lived here for years.
Good.
2.
We've been here for hours.
Yelena.
We've been here for hours.
Okay.
3.
He's worked at this school for 18 years.
Tenya.
He's worked at this school for 18 years.
For 18. For 18.
For 18 years.
Very good.
4.
I haven't seen her for a long
You
time.
boy?
I haven't seen her for a long time.
Good.
5.
We've been friends for a few years now.
Yelena.
We've been friends for a few years now.
Okay, good job, good job. For a few years. All right. Nice, ladies. Now let's give it a try and we are going to check out how it works. Yeah? No, like that is better. All right. So I will ask you to look at number 7, please. Okay, and here we will try to make the sentences. We've got the ideas, what words we need to use, but here we will have to change using present perfect and also since and for. Okay, example. I've known my closest friend for 60 years. All right, now I'd like you to look at numbers from 2 to 6. And please write them down. Use present perfect plus for and since. A minute more or? No. Okay. We are going to compare what we have. All right. The first is done. I've known my closest friend for 60 years. Ksenia, the second, please.
We've lived next door to each other since 1990.
But how do we pronounce this word?
Since
1999 or 1990, sorry. Okay, Yelena, 3, please.
Ricky has worked at the post office for a long time.
Okay, good. You can use short form. Have a look. Ricky's. Yeah? Not Ricky has, but you can use short form. Ricky's. Yelena, let's read it again a little faster. So, Ricky's worked at the post office for a long time. Read it a little faster.
Ricky's worked at the post office for a long time.
Very good. Yeah, for a long time. Nice.
Вот как вот подождите, как вот услышать Ricky's? Я слышу Ricky is worked. То есть я вообще Ricky's worked. Как отличить Ricky is или Ricky has?
Потому что Ricky is не бывает потом глагол с инговым окончанием.
Ну, только по логике.
Только поэтому, да. Действительно, S может сократиться и is, и has. Еще и possessive, чей-то, например, Ricky's mother.
Ricky's.
Но тут смотрим, что идет дальше по порядку слов, да? Вот, поэтому здесь мы будем понимать, что это has, исходя из этого. Right. Любовь, how about force?
Tanya was married to Paco since she was 21.
Okay. Любовь, how about this? Third form you need, not the second, but the third.
Been.
Who can help? Been. That's right. So Tina's been married to Paco since she was 21. She's been. Ksenia, and what about 5?
They've known each other since they were 6.
They've known each other. Good job. Yelena, and the last, number 6.
My parents...
faster a bit.
My parents... Не знаю,
вот тут не сократить, только к именам местоимениям.
My parents had lived here since last year.
А почему had?
Here. Lived.
Had or have?
My parents have lived here since last year.
Okay, wonderful. Ladies, do you all have the same answers?
For last year нельзя сказать?
No. Потому что last year он уже закончился, а нам надо, чтобы мы до сих пор в этом времени находились в каком-то, да? Если вы говорите, что на протяжении вот последнего года, тогда for a year или for this year, что-то такое. А last year он закончился, поэтому present perfect обязательно должен до сих пор длиться. Да? Got it?
Еще вот у меня вопрос по 4 и 5. Почему используется since, а не for? Хотя мне и то, и другое не подходит.
Это как это не подходит другое? Ну, давайте.
Ну, смотрите.
Давайте.
Татьяна вышла замуж за Пака.
Не, она не вышла замуж.
Когда...
Нет. Она за ним замужем.
Замужем.
Она до сих пор за ним замужем. Она в прошлом вышла и до сих пор. То есть она до сих пор...
Когда ей было 20... Да. Когда ей был 21 год.
Ну, Елена, тут слово не когда, а с того времени, когда ей было 21. То есть она за ним замужем. Да?
С этого года все.
Ну, с того времени, когда ей было 21.
Вообще никакой логики. Русский.
Она вышла... Да, мы по-русски скажем по-другому. Мы скажем, она за него замуж вышла, когда ей было 21. Да. И тогда вы будете использовать past simple в этом случае. Будет так звучать. She got married to Paco. When правильное слово будет Wednesdays. She
They
was
were. Мгм.
when she was 21. Yeah?
Мгм.
Но тогда у вас в данном случае got married, вот в прошлом
Мгм.
она вышла за него замуж, этот
Мгм.
момент он остался в прошлом,
Мгм.
да? А здесь она за ним замужем, то есть она до сих пор за ним замужем с того момента, да?
Мгм.
А здесь то же самое, давайте 5 посмотрим.
Ну,
They've known each other. Они уже
Мгм.
знают друг друга. С какого времени?
Ну, тоже с их 20.
С их 6 лет, да? Или как
Мгм.
да. Так мы не говорим действительно по-русски. Ну, вот по-английскому спокойненько, да? Тот же самый мой пример. I've known my friend since I was at university. Да? Okay, got it?
Мгм.
Right. Okay, this was interesting and a bit new, right? Some new information. We spoke about present perfect and we spoke about life experience. For example, have you ever been to? Помните, у нас вот в таком оно было значение. Тут чуть-чуть его другое. All right. So, ladies, do you have questions with present perfect here? No, not yet. No questions yet. All right. No worries. We are going to practice it a little more and it will be all good. Present perfect is not very easy for us because in Russian language, we don't have it. Yes, we don't have anything like that. That is why it is a little difficult, but we'll do it. Yes. We'll
How often people use this
often.
time?
All the time. Yelena, all the time. All the time, yes. It's important, actually, all the time. People use it all the time, really, believe me. Yeah, and we need to use it really. We need to, to master it. Master, как овладеть им. We need to master it, yeah? Because people use it all the time. Mhm. Right, but don't worry, we will do it. We will do it. It will be fine. Right. Today, I'm not going to give you any homework connected to present perfect, but I'm going to give you a homework, which is a bigger test for units 7 and 8. Okay, so the bigger ones, right? So please concentrate on this bigger test, and this will be all what I ask you to do. Okay?
Okay.
Right. Good. So, ladies, then, thank you very much and have a lovely weekend. See you next week. Mhm.
See you.